In Mauritius, about 6 million tons of canes are harvested every year, and about 650,000 tons of sugar are extracted in the sugar factories of the country. Sugarcane, after being cut and loaded, are brought by lorries to the factory. The canes are first weighed and sent for processing. Part of the canes is stacked in the yard of the factory to be used at night. Very big traveling cranes then take loads of canes to a cane carrier belt. The cane carrier belt takes the canes to a machine which contains a number of knives. Here the canes are cut into pieces. The pieces of cane are afterwards taken by a conveyor belt to a machine called a shredder. The shredder further breaks the cut pieces of cane into still smaller pieces. The shredded cane, which still contains all the juice, are now carried by a cane carrier to the mills. There, the cane is made to pass between big and heavy rollers. This operation causes most of the juice to come out, but the shredded cane still contains some juice. It is made to pass through 6 more mills. In the last mill, water is sprayed on the shredded cane to help remove all the remaining juice. The shredded cane, which now contains practically no juice, is called bagasse, which is the first byproduct of sugarcane. The bagasse is used as fuel in the furnace, and any excess is carried by the conveyor belt and stored for later use. The juice which is obtained at the mills is now weighed, but it is not yet ready for evaporation because it contains a number of solid impurities. These solid impurities are removed by clarifying the juice. After being heated, the juice is led to a container where lime is added. This helps to separate the solid impurities from the juice in the clarifier. The impurities are then sent to a rotary filter where all the remaining juice is removed. The solid impurities are called scums, the second byproduct of sugarcane. Scums is used as fertilizer. The juice, which is now crystal clear, is led into these big evaporators. Here, the juice is not heated directly. It is heated by superhot steam produced by boiling water, in this boiler using bagasse as source of heat. The superhot steam goes through this pipe into the evaporators. As the juice boils, water is removed from the juice by evaporation. The juice becomes gradually thicker and thicker until it looks like a very thick syrup. This thick syrup is then transferred to other containers called evaporative crystallizers, where tiny crystals of sugar contained in this white liquid are introduced. This gives a mixture of tiny crystals and a brown liquid. This mixture is called masquit. In the crystallizer, the tiny crystals grow into bigger crystals. The hot masquit is then transferred to another container called cooling crystallizer, in which the sugar crystals will grow further. The mixture is then led into centrifugals in which the crystals are separated from the brown liquid. This brown liquid is called molasses, the third byproduct of sugarcane. Molasses are used to produce alcohol and vinegar. Sugar, which is the final product of the processing of sugarcane, is now dried in a sugar bin. From there, it is ready for loading into sugar boxes, which are then carried by lorries to the Mauritius Sugar Terminal Corporation. Of the 650,000 tons of sugar produced annually, about 90,000 tons are produced by Fuel, the largest sugar factory in Mauritius. Other sugar factories produce between 15,000 to 55,000 tons. From the Mauritius Sugar Terminal Corporation, sugar is loaded in bulk into ships for export. Every year, 500,000 tons are exported to the EEC countries. About 11,000 tons are exported to the United States, and 40,000 tons are consumed locally. Any surplus is stored as reserve. Sugar crystals at the end of the processing stage look like this with a brown color. In a few factories in Mauritius, this brown-colored sugar is further processed and refined to produce special sugars and white sugar. At Mont Désert Mont Trésor Sugar Factory, organic sugar is produced. This is obtained from sugarcane which have been grown using organic methods, that is, without using chemical fertilizers and pesticides. This sugar is very expensive. It is exported to the United States of America.